Hello and welcome to another edition of Talkin' Business, and today is the 30th of October 2012. It's the eve of Halloween Eve. I guess it's the eve of Halloween, right? Yes, the eve of Halloween. Cal and I were just talking about that before on camera, a little tongue twister there. And it is actually a very nice day here. It's the day after the big threat of the storm of Hurricane Sandy, and we're very fortunate to dodge the bullet here in the North Country. And you can't thank the first responders and everybody being prepared for the worst, and we hope for the best, and we got the best. But I want to give a big kudos out to the first responders and everybody that was preparing for this event. You can never be safe, or more than enough, be safe enough, I should say. And but we're very fortunate in North Country to miss that. Our fellow New Yorkers down in the city, they didn't fare as well, and we wish them the very best there. But today our travelers have taken us to James C. Smith & Son, and they are a long-time business here in the North Country. They're great supporters of Hometown Cable, and they've been serving this area for many, many years. And we're going to go in and talk to the Smith family and find a little bit more about what they do here and what they do for the community. I know they're big community supporters, and we want to talk to them about that also. And we have made it inside James C. Smith & Son, and we have a plethora of people in here. We have Kim LePan. I keep saying Kim Smith, but Kim LePan, and we have Sally Smith and Carl, and over here we have Susan Roberts, and then we have Norman Gay.
Yes.
Okay. So, and then I have Calvin Caston on the camera, and of course I'm Joey Trombley, and like I said, outside and over here we have Kathy West. Over here to my right, Calvin's left, and so. Like I said, outside, Smith & Son is a long-time business here in the North Country, and they have another business. It's the Peterbilt business up off of the interstate. So they have a couple businesses here, and they do a lot for the community. And we talk about talking business, and we expose these businesses to the viewers out there, so people will support the local business. But the back door of this is what these local business people and these employees do for our community, and that's what we really want to key on here today. And Kim, I know there's a big dinner coming up, and it's the Angel Fund Dinner.
Yes, it is.
Can you kind of expand on that and how it started and what it's become?
It started back a few years ago, Joey, where the employees up at Champlain Peterbilt, each department was taking a different Friday. They were making lunches, and it started out to be that everybody would just kind of pay $5, donate to go and have lunch. Well, of course, last year we ended up going and expanding that to the Casey's in Champlain because of with the health department and everything else, make sure to open it up to others to be able to help us. So this is actually our second year in actually doing it for outsiders, everybody all through. And it is between Champlain Peterbilt, James C. Smith & Son employees, and 3J Fuels.
And 3J Fuels,
yes,
too.
Yes, all three of the companies, the employees of my mom and dad's are putting this all on.
Okay, and this has started 2 years ago.
Yes.
And it started out just as an internal among the employees.
Yeah, actually 3 years ago.
Yeah, it started out before that. Susan's the authority on
Yes.
that.
Okay.
It's Susan.
Let's get Susan in on this here. Okay. So Susan, it's been 3 years now?
In all actuality, we created the Angel Fund about 5 years ago.
Okay.
When we were contacted by Cynthia Bombardier. She has a little program that she's put together for the kids of the North Country who might otherwise not have Christmas gifts. And so it started out very, very small with us. We just did a little collection through the employees, and then we actually bought gifts. She would give us a list, and we bought the gifts and donated them back to her program. And then it sort of expanded from there. We took note of the food banks and the dire need they have. And when after our third year, we had a little surplus. We were doing very well with our fundraisers. We did some internal programs within the companies to raise money each week for about 8 weeks. We did fundraisers, and so we had a little extra money, and so we decided to donate the food. We bought food and donated it to the food banks. And then the third year, when we had all the lunches, we had a really good year. We we raised almost $5,000
Through the course of
that
the
year. Through the course of the
Just
year.
on dinners on Friday afternoons.
Well, we only did the dinners for about 8 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of dinner, but the whole Angel Fund fundraiser lasts about 8 weeks, and so we were pretty excited about that, but also concerned we wanted to make sure that we were providing healthy lunches and didn't get in any trouble with the health department.
Sure.
And that's pretty much, like Kim said, why we sourced it out at the Knights of Columbus has been really wonderful to us to allow us to use their facilities. And so last year was the first year where it was out in the public. And so this is actually our second year where we have the big dinner in the public. But as far as
How'd the first year go with getting it out to the public?
we did reasonably well. We sold about 350 dinners. And we had also, in conjunction with the dinner, we did do our internal fundraising as well. Everyone works hard pretty much through the whole 8 weeks to make sure that we, do all different activities to raise money, and everything is donated right into the Angel Fund.
So year two, and it's probably been a little better promoted this time around?
I'm thinking that it is. We're hoping to serve, Norman is really going to probably speak on that a little bit more, but we are hoping to serve 500 dinners, and
Nice.
so I know that there's the need, the food bank need is there, and certainly Cynthia has a list for us of the children that have the need as well. So we're hoping to do well, and we've really, we've really involved a lot of our customers and our vendors, and so we have a lot of support within the community, which has really, really been terrific,
So, and this is still an 8-week program. This is just part of the 8-week program.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it
And
is.
the funds that you get from this dinner, is this going strictly to the food shelf, or is this going to be split up among the toys and gifts you buy for the kids too?
Pretty much what we do, because the initial plan was for the children, we take care of the children that we can. And last year we took 17 children. And we took care of kids in Champlain, Ross's Point, Moores, Altona, and Ellenburg. And we worked together with St. Mary's as well. They helped us to, make our dollars stretch a little farther. And, we were able to buy some winter apparel as well as toys for those kids. Once we have the children taken care of, whatever's left is split between the Champlain Food Bank and the Morse Food Bank.
Okay, great. What a wonderful, again, this is North Country people helping out North Country people, and that's why we want to support local businesses. It's what happens behind the scenes that most people don't see out there, and another reason why we want to support local business. Calvin, do you want to add something?
Do you know who that Cindy Bombardier is she's talking about?
Yeah, I've heard of her once or twice before. That would happen to be my sister, Cindy, if you did not know that. Calvin's cousin. This is pure North Country, so it's, we're all family. Papa Carl. And Norman, what's your involvement with the food bank? Are you the master chef?
I wouldn't say master chef. Somebody's got to take the heat when it goes wrong, so I guess I'll be there for that. But I've asked some people to help us. Andy Gay's going to be one of them that'll be in there helping us, making sure, direct us, keep us in line. I'm sure my mother and my wife and my kids will be involved to
So
some
whole family
degree.
affair for you.
Yes, and it hits home when your kids come home and say that they got buddies in school that didn't have a Christmas. So it's real.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is real. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I know our kids have been very fortunate. Your kids have been very fortunate. But boy, when to think of a young child not having a Christmas, and it touches everybody's heart. And for what you guys do to step up, and I know personally, obviously being Cindy's brother, she comes to me for the same cause that you guys do, and we gladly contribute. But it feels good on Christmas morning when you wake up, and yes, you see your family's doing well, but you know that you had an impact out there. And I know Cindy has, without, obviously she can't give out names and stuff, but she's gotten many cards, the people that were recipients of the work that you guys do, and very, very appreciative. Cindy gave a card of one kid saying that no one's ever been this nice to her before. Says it all, right?
Yeah. It's a big deal for us.
Well, as you can see, it's pretty emotional because we're reaching out to people, and that's what the North Country is all about. And we have to support each other. And for you people to step up like that, It's unbelievable.
It takes a community to help a community.
Oh, it does.
And we have had such wonderful help and contributions from many of our customers and vendors. It's been terrific. It really has.
Well, I know
It's heartwarming.
Cindy speaks the world of you guys on how you just jumped at this. I mean, you know, she talks to me about the different groups that get involved, and she's totally amazed every year how people step up. And we've been in a tough economy the last 4 years, and yet we still find a way to help out the way we can, because at the end of the day, it's all about the kids. You know, the kids are our future, and we have to take care of them. We have to encourage them, and who knows, from the generosity of what you're doing here, the impact that will help these kids in the future that maybe don't have the best of things right now, but know there's hope, and we're giving hope to these kids, and who knows where they'll be 5 or 10 years from now. And I know you hear stories of kids who were not having it as well as other kids, and people came out to help, and 10 years later they've started an organization, or they've seen the generosity, and now that becomes part of their being, of who they are. And you know, it's just the trickle down effect of what is being done here. I mean, I can't state that enough. It is just absolutely incredible. So you can get a reality TV show out of this, being like the master chef that you are.
No, no, I'm just going to be
Well,
the
it
one
starts here on
that's
television, you know, and then it goes viral, and then next thing you know, you got NBC giving you a call.
Yeah, I think if we just have a good meal, I'll be very pleased with it, and
Well, I'm sure it'll be a great meal.
just to support this deal and make it happen.
Well, as we're talking here, I mean, so the viewers, and we're definitely enough in advance. It's November 9th, between 4 and 8 p.m. at the KFC Town Hall in Champlain here off on Oak Street. And for the local folks, they'll know where that is. But if you want to give a call, you can call Kim at 298-4521. Or Susan, we can reach you at 298-3835 and press extension 0. For at the work. So if you don't know where to go, if you want to know more about it, now can they buy tickets in advance?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Well, we do have tickets in advance. We're charging $9 for adults, $8.50 for senior citizens, and $5.50 for children. And certainly, you know, we want you to come and enjoy the meal. We also have takeouts, and you can buy the tickets in advance, or you can buy the tickets at the door. So we'd love to have you all come. And the meal includes some coleslaw. We have carrots and corn. We have what's called a Canadian or a black potato, which is something that's a little different, but I'm sure there's a lot of local people who will know just exactly what it is. We have turkey and stuffing and gravy. We're going to have a wonderful apple crisp and some ice cream. There'll be coffee and tea and water and milk. So it's an all-inclusive meal. So we'd love to have you come and enjoy.
Now, is that a buffet style or family style?
Yes, it is. It's a buffet style.
Buffet. Okay, and I think it's probably more so the health department has kind of forced us to go that way.
Right.
More than the old
We
days
can
of the family
control the
style.
temperatures better and, you know, make sure that everything is where it needs to be.
And then, of course, for the seniors 65 and over, there's a discount for $8.50. So there's a little discount there for the seniors. And children under 8 years old, their dinner's only $5.50. So there is a price range here for the different people that show up for the dinner. Now, people continue to get takeouts.
Absolutely,
Okay, so
absolutely.
you're big for takeouts.
We
Okay.
are ready for takeouts, and you can call us in advance. If you'd like takeouts, we can make sure to have them ready for you. Or you can possibly call KFC. I don't have the information on the phone number, but you can call the KFC on the night of the dinner, and we'll make sure to have them ready for you as well.
Okay.
So we'll be prepared for takeouts.
I don't know, whatever you just said triggered Kim. She's taking some notes here, so, which is good. So Carl, you and Sally are the patriarchs of this business here, and it all started with, I think, Smith & Son, and then you went to 3J Fuels, and then to the Peterbilt. So how many years have you been involved in this community?
Started in business in '62. My father originally started it in '59 with my brother. Then my brother got out and I bought his half. Been going since.
So 1962, so this
Yep.
is your 50th anniversary.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Serving the people of the North Country.
And that day, November 9th, just happens to be my birthday, so.
Wow. So you hit 55 then?
Close.
Yes.
Close.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's
Yep.
good.
He doesn't get the senior discount.
No, I do get the senior discount, yeah.
Kim just said her dad
Yeah.
doesn't get the senior discount.
Because he's only
No, I do.
55. It's
That's
just
right, and it's for
65.
65. That's right. Now, and what year did 3J Fuels come into effect?
3J Fuel started in '82. And in 1990, we started Champlain Peterbilt.
So Champlain Peterbilt's been around for 22
Yep.
years already.
Yep.
That's amazing. So 3 businesses, and obviously you can't do this by yourself. You have wonderful
It's all the employees. I've been super lucky there.
And how many between the 3 businesses? How many employees do you?
65 to 70.
65 to 70 employees.
Yep.
Okay, again, another North Country business supplying jobs to your family and friends, your neighbors, and another reason why you want to support local businesses. As you can see, they're very passionate about what they do here. I mean, taking on this cause, the Angel Fund, gifts for kids at Christmas. I mean, who can't? I mean, how can you not want to do that? Helping the food shelves. It's just, again, I can't stress this enough on Talking Business. We need to support local business. A community is only as good as the people that support it and the people that get involved. And we're seeing that here with Norman and Susan and Kim, Sally, and Carl here. And of course, Calvin was kind of teasing me out there a little bit. James C. Smith and Son. So there's a story there. I feel you want to kind of expand on that.
Well, Kim's my son, I guess.
Well, Calvin, if you go above Kim's head,
Yeah.
there seemed to be an adjustment that was made to reflect that actually Kim is a female, and James C. Smith and daughter. And can you kind of tell the story about that nice
I
little poster?
can. It'll be 4 years that I've been here at Smith & Son, and prior to that, I was at Customs, and I was there for a little over 23 years. When I made my final decision, I was coming over here to come and work for my dad. They had given me a going away party, and that's what the girls had done up in that for me. So I went to go take it down. They said, no, we're going to have it framed for you. So it's definitely a part of me, and as they are still to this day, we're very good friends in that still. So
Now, and Jim, when you got that name, I guess you went to Carl. Jim. Yeah. Hey, Carl. But when you went to get the name, I guess you went down to the to create the name, and you had to come up with. There's so many Smiths out there. Was that
Yeah,
right?
there was no. We had Smith & Son at the time, but there's so many of them that weren't able to do it. We tried several, and then we come up with James C. Smith & Son Incorporated.
And
It's a bad habit of getting out of military as well. First name, middle initial. And I always went by Carl, but that's the way it goes.
It's the way it is.
Yes,
So
it is.
So 50 years here, and I know, God willing, that you guys want to keep this going for another 50 years. Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. But you're a very successful local business person, and you do a lot for the community. And it's more than just the Angel Fund. I know you guys do a lot for the community, and I know you've been great supporters of Hometown Cable. I can't turn on a show and I see a commercial of James C. Smith and Son.
We have a few of them out there, yes.
Just a few. And then you've probably been supporters of Calvin since probably he started this. I'm guessing when he started taking businesses on.
I'd say close, yes.
Yeah, Calvin's shaking his head yes.
Yep.
And while we're talking about that, this here, we call these North Country treasures, and we want to preserve these memories. And believe it or not, these will be memories and these will be treasures for your families when they see this show and as time marches on. And Calvin has over 8,000 of these posted on HometownCableNetwork.com and Plattsburgh.com. We were talking, he'll video 10, 12 events a week himself, not considering what his wife Judy or his brother Sam might do, or even Joe the Fish Poisson doing a sporting event for him on the side. And so he's constantly posting. He has another 8,000 or 9,000 more to post, and he has really captured the essence of the North Country, the history of the North Country, the people of the North Country, the disasters of the North Country that we've had, unfortunately, over the last 20 years or so. And but Calvin makes his living by this, and we need to support what he's doing here for the North Country. And it's more than just taping this. It truly is the preservation of the history of this beautiful area that we call the North Country here. And if you can send a donation to 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. Or you can go to hometowncablenetwork.com and make a payment on the PayPal account. And if you're a local business and you want to be highlighted for a Talkin' Business segment, we do this once a week. We have a lot of fun doing it. And you can give Calvin a call at 518-298-4663, and we'll get you on the show. So it's a lot of fun. We do get a lot of comments about the Talkin' Business segment. People seem to really appreciate to get to know the local business people and the employees of the North Country. And I know you were on before, I think years ago, with probably Bob Venn.
Yep.
But that was 20-something years ago.
I still enjoy watching it today.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, it's Bob Venn was a North Country treasure, and he left us too soon. But with the power of Calvin and doing what he's doing, we have Bob captured on film and all the wonderful things he has done for the North Country, and this is almost like a video time capsule of what Calvin is doing here. So if you can send a donation, please do. And Carl, I just spilt your coffee, but
There wasn't much left.
there wasn't much left. I'm glad you got plastic down there. See, this is live TV. We don't edit anything, so it is what it is.
Joey, I will add a little PS to this. Kimberly and Chucky, her husband, have celebrated 25 years here, the last of
Congratulations.
August. And Bob Venn, and I believe Calvin was with Bob Venn 25 years ago, and Bob Venn videotaped all of Champlain and of Ross's Point, and plus their wedding. And he said, you wait, in 25 years, you're never going to believe what a treasure this is. And they have the tape of 25 years ago of the two villages and what
The
it
bridge being built.
being
and-
built.
So you have that. So I mean,
yeah.
so when you look back at that tape, time marches on and things change, right?
So true.
And isn't
So
it
true.
a treat to have that video?
Oh, it is.
It's a treasure.
Most definitely.
It is really a treasure.
It is. It's
Yes.
truly a treasure, and that's what we're trying to get across to the folks, and hopefully that they feel compelled watching this show that they'll make a donation, and again, it helps Calvin out. I mean, we're talking it's $4 a gallon for gas. He drives all over the North Country, and he's got to make a living. And I mean, I enjoy helping him because I understand what it's about. You know, we want to be part of helping preserve these North Country treasures, our heritage, basically. And so that's my infomercial for Calvin. But if you can send a donation, please do. So you guys do wonderful work here. I know we didn't carry much on your business aspect because you've been around a long time. And Carl says that's quite all right. But we really wanted to highlight what you're doing here with the Angel Fund.
And
It's-
our wonderful employees, because they come up with these wonderful ideas, and they're just mushrooms. And each one are very special in their own way. They give a lot of their time beyond a paycheck.
well,
Very much.
and the reason that they're still here is that they obviously like working with you people. And if you treat the employees right, the employees treat you right, and you see that type of atmosphere here at your companies. There's no doubt about it. And then definitely the passion that you guys have for what you do. I mean, that just comes through loud and clear. Anything else you want to add on about the Angel Fund?
No, I don't think so. I just think that if you folks will come and enjoy the dinner and enjoy our company and enjoy the festivities, that'll be wonderful, and we'll look forward to it. Thank
Norm,
you.
anything you want to add?
I guess just please support our benefit, the benefit of this Angel Fund to make it better.
Well, it's a win-win-win proposition on November 9th. You get a great meal. You get community support. You get to have a fellowship with your North Country neighbors. And more importantly, you're supporting the kids of the North Country. People less fortunate than people sitting in this room right now, and they understand that. I know the people of the North Country understands that. I mean, you see in the paper, the editorials more than often, once you'll hear them say, again, the North Country steps up and they get behind a cause and they support it. And that's who we are. I mean, that's in our blood. It's the way we were brought up. From my parents to my grandparents, the same here. It's just who we are in the North Country. And I'm very proud to say I'm part of the North Country, and it's our heritage. So, Calvin, do you want to add anything? Anything else here?
Come again for the dinner November 9th, and come and wish Carl happy birthday.
This has been another edition of Talkin' Business. We kind of went at a different angle this time, just showing you the back door of what employees and the business owners do for the community, and another reason why you want to support North Country businesses, and probably more importantly at this show, Smith & Son Fuel, 3J Fuels, and Peterbilt. I think I got them all, right?
You got him.
All right. I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father of Hometown Cable himself, Calvin Castine. And we'll see you at the next edition of Talkin' Business.